What's going on, guys? I am installing the Illuminated Doorsills. Haven't started it yet, but I know there's a lot of guys, sorry, it's super dirty, haven't had a chance to clean it, but for the guys that are very worried about their warranty, I was able to figure out how to pull out the pin from the connector that you will need to use. Now, it's not too complicated. It took me a second to figure it out, but to kind of give you an idea, let me put it back. As you can see, it's back in. Pulling on it, ain't going nowhere. So, as you can see, let me see if I can get it to focus. Alright, as you can see, inside there are little pins in there, or a little lever. So I thought it was as simple as just kind of moving that, getting out of the way. It's not. As you can see, it's a little jacked up in there, but it's going to keep the pin in place. So, I mean, if you're going to do this, don't do what I did. Now, the easiest way to do it is, you see this little red strip up here? This one right here? You're going to want to lift that. So, let me go ahead and try and do that real quick. So, there's little slots on the side. A little slot right here. And you're going to just grab a small little screwdriver, or a flathead, I should say. I'm just going to lift to here to click. Hold on. See if I can. Bam. Okay? Easy. Now, because I have mine a little messed up, it's going to slide out. But you're going to want to click that, then lift this here, and then it'll slide right on out. Now, I did buy what I'm hoping will be a good replacement to see if it'll work. I went to an electrical shop. I was able to find one with pretty much similar connections, as you can see. Now it's just making sure that that's going to fit and be the right size. Don't know if that's going to be the case, but I will let you know. Alright guys, it worked. So it's a standard connector pin, clicks in perfect. It looks like it may or may not work, but it's seated, it's clicked in, it's not going anywhere, and I was able to put it back in with no problems. Let's see, there you go. And let's see if I can put it back in. There we go. So, clicks in, no problems, and I'll follow up to see if it works. Alright guys, so it works. So what I had to do is I had to run the line to a negative, and I was able to kind of get it all the way to the negative portion over there, just make sure the car's cool so you don't run into any issues of melting portions. Now, I have the black pin from that other side, and it fits perfectly. So the best thing about that is that you can just put some electrical tape, some shrink tubing, whatever you like, and not have to worry about any soldering or anything like that. It's going to be nice and snug, and you can pull it out with no problem. Now I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes, but so I'm just, nothing's soldered in. This is going to be a lot different than how I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to cut these off and then add the connector ends, and then just use that instead on this side. So as you can see, you can't really see it, but it's off. Let me see if I can get it to work with just using my hands. There we go. So maybe the coloration will be easier. So maybe, yeah, see, it's on, off, on, off, on, off. Now, what the great thing about it is that there's no splicing needed. Use the same connector, and you know, again, this is for those who, you know, are afraid for their warranties or afraid of, you know, any weird splicing issues. The best thing is that you can just take out the wire you added and then just put that right back in, and you don't need to worry about anything because this just slides right out. So simple as that. Again, you might want to use some sort of shrink tubing to keep it from moving. Maybe add a little electrical tape. For those of you that are good at soldering, maybe add a tack of soldering on the outside to keep it from wiggling around, but I think you shouldn't have any issues. I'm excited to put these in. I haven't put them in yet. I was just trying to figure out a way or a solution to get these. Again, I got this at Willie's Electronics, and they are awesome in San Diego, but you can probably find something of that same sort. The size, I don't know, but can give you some sort of information there. Flat pin connector, maybe that'll help you out in terms of being able to find it. And I'll update with any issues that I might run into, but again, that's probably going to be the easiest way to not have to worry about any sort of any issues dealing with splicing wire, or, you know, having everything bunched up. It's just going to make it a lot easier. So stay tuned for some more videos, but I'll upload them when I can, and once it's finished I'll go ahead and upload it as well. Alrighty, everything is done. Look at that. Can't even tell that anything was done. It's this one right here. So I used some of that cable wrap, that plastic wrap, just something to make it clean, nothing crazy. Zip tied along the way. And I've seen some people go across like here and then like zip tie around. What I did, there's enough slack, and you can go from under here all the way around. Now right here, I don't know if you can see it, but right here there is a, I want to say it's almost like a washer that kind of pinches this little stub here that's got some it's almost like a thread here, and it pinches that, and I just have it going all the way around back here. Now this portion was a little hard. There is like a styrofoam block. Now what I did is just I grabbed a little bit more slack and went all the way behind the block, and the block is easily movable. It's nothing too crazy, and you can just wire it up here, and then all the excess you can sit back here, which honestly isn't a whole lot, and that's it. You know, no splicing, nothing too crazy. It's a couple more steps, but I feel like it's easier, and they're on right now. I hope you can see it. Yeah, they're on right now. Or you can turn them off. No, they're not turning off, but you can see them. And that was it. Easy install, nothing crazy. But it does take a little bit of time to do that portion if you want to do it that way. Makes it cleaner and gives you the option to put everything back without having to worry about soldering or any of that. So, yeah, so I'll probably do a shoot once it's at night so you can see it a little bit easier.